Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for IDW Sonic the Hedgehog issue 14. When we last left off, Sonic and Tails followed a super anonymous letter to Windmill Village, where they had stored the amnesiac Eggman, where they encountered Rough and Tumble, who they quickly beat. Meanwhile, the memory-restored Eggman and Starline worked on some roboticization experiments with some kind of, like, liquid, roboticizing animals and shit. And yeah, that's where we left off last time. So let's jump right on into issue 14. We have a great cover this week. I really love it. We got, like, Sonic and Silver, both, you know, in the center, with Starline right behind them, with the ever-looming shadow of Eggman behind all of that. Then we have Metal Sonic at the bottom, who I'm assuming is going to do something this issue if he's on the cover. Anyway, moving right along, previously, we have Blaze and Silver at the end of issue 12. You're right, my work here is done, the Sol Emeralds must be returned. I'll see everyone else home first, though. I'm staying. I've got a nagging feeling the future I escaped from might still happen. I don't think the real threat is past yet. That's setting up Silver being a main part in this issue, I imagine. Then we have Starline. It's not like the Chaos Emerald... Delivery, hello. I think he's referring to the Warp Topaz. It's not like the Chaos Emeralds. Their power is chaotic, and can change given the situation or their usage. No, the Warp Topaz can warp space to create gateways to other places, provided it has a power source. Then we see the roboticization experiments from last month. It worked! The infection transferred immediately! But the rate that it's spreading is considerably slower. Then later on, surely you jest. Our data sample is minuscule. The metal virus works, Starline. It's time to move to the next phase of my master plan. Then our roll call, we have Sonic, Silver, Eggman, Starline, Metal Sonic. That's really it. It looks like there will not be a large cast this month. Anyway, we open on Frozen Peak. Sonic and Silver are headed up a mountain. You're sure this is the way? This is where the guy told me to go. I mean, I know this seems sketchy. Random guy appears, tells me about an Eggman base, and then vanishes, but nah, it's cool. It matches up with what Tails experienced the other day. And right now, we need any lead we can get. Yo, look up ahead. And they hide behind a log, and they see some badniks. And I don't recognize that bear robot. Is that from a game? Or maybe it's an original creation, I don't know. But they're moving crates out of a storage bunker or something, and taking it through a warp topaz hole. Yo, look up ahead. Looks like they're clearing out the base. And it looks like my lead was right. Uh-huh. So when does this blow up in our faces? They jump out from behind the log. Seems like they're trying to get rid of evidence. Let's hit them fast before they... and then they both, like, a whoosh comes up from behind them and knocks them on their faces. And Sonic looks up. Oh, hey, Metal. Looks like you're fully repaired, huh? Does Sonic suspect that Metal's turned back? He does now, because Metal Sonic grabs Silver by the foot and, like, spins him around and tosses Silver a ways away over a couple of mountains. So who fixed you up? Tinker or Eggman? And Sonic goes for a punch, hits Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic gets a few, like, hairs off Sonic's head. Oh, right. You can't talk as plain old vanilla Metal Sonic. Was that the real reason you went back to being Neo Metal Sonic? Oh, that's an interesting... Was that ever said? I mean, I know, like, there wasn't any dialogue in Sonic CD when Metal Sonic was first introduced. But I figured Metal Sonic not talking in CD was just because, like, it was a Sonic CD... It was a Sega CD game. And, like, no one talked back then in video games, so... I don't know. I guess, he can't talk in general. Was that the real reason you went back to being Neo Metal Sonic? So you could do more than beat Boop? Because this is a major downgrade. Metal Sonic goes for a swipe, but Sonic dodges it. I mean, if the Duck didn't want you to get distracted by battle banter, it didn't really work, right? As Silver catches him in his, like, psychokinesis. Nice catch, Silver. You okay? I'll hold Metal. You go into the base and Metal Sonic, a Warp Topaz space, like, pops up under Metal Sonic and he, like, drops through. Gentlemen. And it leads right up to the top of the hill where Starline is. What the? That's the guy! That's my informant! Looks like he's controlling that wormhole. The same kind that grabbed Rough and Tumble back in last issue, as the editor's note reminds us. So yeah, it looks like Starline played Silver to get Sonic and Silver up here for some kind of trap. Maybe? Are they gonna roboticize Silver? Or Sonic? Or both? Ooh, that could be where we're going. I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, I've got a bunch of questions, and I'm willing to bet you're the answer to a lot of them. Very astute. I am Dr. Starline, and I am indeed the one behind your present concerns. And why is that? I wanted to meet you, experience you, for myself. The Blue Blur, hero across time and space, the only being alive to be able to stand up to the overwhelming might and brilliance of Dr. Eggman through sheer skill alone. Can I measure up? Can I complete my objective with you in my way? Everything about this encounter has been constructed to be the ultimate test of our abilities and willpower. And Sonic gives Silver some side-eye. He did not sound this creepy or crazy when I talked to him. At least you're giving me straight answers. I'll assume you busted Rough and Tumble out of jail with your sky holes. So tell me this. What did you do with Mr. Tinker? That pale shadow of the Doctor no longer exists. I've seen to it. The Dr. Eggman has been restored. And we are now in Eggman's secret lab as he's watching a squirrel slowly face the roboticization virus. I think he actually called the metal virus. My bad. I'll swap to that name. The metal virus's progression is steady, but slow. A self-recruiting army is a nice idea, but it won't spread far at this rate. Total saturation works fine, but there's no way I can soak the whole planet to my metal virus. I wonder if repeated exposure would accelerate things. And the squirrel looks up to the top of his cage and freaks out because Eggman has dropped the Robo Bunny into the cage for that repeated exposure he's promised. Boop! Wahaha! Boop! 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 And yeah, it does speed up. Because the squirrel very quickly turns to a full metal squirrel. Eureka! The greater the exposure, the more rapid the effect. A mob of my infected minions will be able to convert new victims in no time. All they need to do is administer the metal virus in a few locations, and the rest will take care of itself. And he leaves both metal animals in the cage. Which means everything fits neatly into phase 2 of my brilliance, and he stomps his heel on the floor, and Rough and Tumble come in. I don't know if that's supposed to be a sign for Rough and Tumble to come in. I don't think so, given the next panel. Eggman, we're tired of waiting. Ah, yes, you're still here. The deal was we helped get you back, and you help us waste Sonic. Your last set of weapons weren't good enough. We want what you owe us, and we want it now. Oh, I know where this is going. Because Eggman looks back, and he sees Rough and Tumble, and he sees the new metal animals. You're in luck. My latest weapon just got out of beta. Oh, I know where it's coming. Anyway, back to Frozen Peak. Sonic is running around the hill or up the hill to where Starline and Metal Sonic are. Difficult to get traction in the deep snow, isn't it? Hard to build up your trademark speed. And Metal Sonic flies after Sonic. If only you had a turbine instead of legs. Metal Sonic tackles Sonic. Sonic, move! I'll get him! And Metal Sonic throws Sonic into Silver. He's too fast for you to focus on. Sonic's grabbing onto Silver's shoe. But I won't grab him. And he grabs... I can't tell what he's supposed to be grabbing there. If it's not Metal Sonic. Is the ground around Metal Sonic or the snow around Metal Sonic? Anyway, I think Metal Sonic goes flying. Haha, nice! And Starline is now angrier. That was a high-quality piece of Eggman technology. And it comes with a complimentary high-quality butt-kicking. And both Sonic and Silver go at Starline, but Starline sets up a warp hole that has them both pop out right behind Starline. Sonic goes at him again with a spin dash, but the same thing happens. Dropping Sonic off a cliff. Silver also lunges at him. Oh no! And he also snaps out into somewhere else. Metal Sonic comes right back to Starline. Welcome back. We're almost done here. And Silver catches Sonic. Starline, for some reason, pops Sonic and Silver at the same location, which was not his smartest move, because he might have been able to, get rid of Sonic if Silver had not been right there to, psychokinesis him. Anyway, gotcha! Thanks! And Silver puts Sonic back on cliffside. You're welcome, but where are we now? Going by the slope of the peak, it looks like we're on the opposite side of the mountain. He must have scouted out the whole mountain beforehand. Grab on. I'll get us back there. Wouldn't it be faster if I flew us over? On Sonic... Oh, and Silver... Silver, like, grabs onto Sonic with his psychic powers. Nope, this is faster. Much faster. Meanwhile, back with Starline and, Metal. Starline talks back. He has a warp topaz open, I imagine, to, the Eggman base. Is everything set up? Excellent. Thank you for keeping the... Oh, that's Eggman talking. Okay. Is everything set up? Excellent. Thank you for keeping the Badnik caravan safe. You go first. I'll give them one last second to catch up. No? How disappointing. I don't know actually what's going on right there. That might be Starline. It might be Eggman. I can't tell. He could be telling Metal Sonic to go. And then Starline will, like, taunt Sonic and Silver for a little while. I don't know. Anyway, I think this was going on that panel, actually, yeah. No? How disappointing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's, like, Sonic not showing up. But Sonic does show up right then and, like, tackles Starline with a spin dash. Miss me? How? You were... My name is Sonic. I'm made of goes fast. Eggman details, spill 'em. And while he's got Starline in, like, a collar chokehold, everything's been secured in the vault. Straight to the back wall. Access code 2662. Starline just spills the beans real fast. That's totally a trap. I've got it. You just keep him down. And Silver goes to investigate. I want to hear it from you, fanboy. Where is Eggman? What are you two planning? Eggman isn't here. He's planning something breathtaking. And I'm planning on planting explosives inside a vault, then giving your friend the detonation code. Starline, you reveal your plan too fast. Anyway, he throws Starline away. Silver, wait! And he goes inside right as the vault explodes. And we see the smoke rise out of the vault. Woohoo! I did it! I can't believe it was that easy. How spectacular. I hope the doctor saw that and he sets up a warp topaz hole back to the lab as Eggman grabs Starline. Gak! And smashes Starline up against, like, the metal cage. How dare you! But he's gone now. He can't get in the way of your plans. The hedgehog is mine to destroy. It's not the job of some upstart like you. I could carpet bomb him any day. That's not enough. That's not the point. I have to beat him. I have to prove I'm superior. There's a right way and a wrong way to vanquish your lifelong nemesis, and you did it very, very wrong. I'm sorry, sir. You should be. Don't let it happen again. I'm not confused with Starline because, of course, he thinks Sonic is dead. I can't? Lucky for you, Sonic is too tenacious to die because of your barbarism. And he, like, plays back a recording. And Silver has put a force field around Sonic and Silver. Wow, way to go, Silver. That's 2. You owe me. And Silver collapses. Silver! What was all that you unloaded, anyway? I haven't used that base in years. Everything in there was obsolete junk. Not to me. They're treasured collectibles of your legacy. Pfft, fine. So how do you like your first taste of battling that insufferable rodent? The experience has put a lot of things into a new perspective, sir. Later at Restoration HQ, Sonic and Amy are at Silver's hospital bed. And then the next thing I knew, I was waking up here. I guess Sonic brought me back. Yep, I still owe you one, though. And Amy turns to Silver. Thank you for saving Sonic. Now rest up. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be fine. Just a little dizzy. Sonic and Amy leave. No sign of the Starline guy? Nope. His wormhole portal thingy was gone by the time we left. This is bad. Eggman is back. He's gathering allies, and we have no idea what his plan is. The world has barely begun rebuilding after his last attack. If he were to strike again so soon, it could be devastating. We can't let that happen. And she goes to a computer. Yeah, but where do we start? We barely began to search all his bases and labs when we were looking for Neo. He could be in any one of those now, or in ones we didn't even find. Right. So instead of wasting our time looking for where he is, and Amy points to something on the map she's pulled up on our laptop, we'll go where we know he isn't. We'll tap into his network from one of his old unguarded bases. We sure will. Let's go. Really? But I have so much work to do here, and... Is your plans, you've got dibs. Call it a working vacation. Hee. Alright. And we're having another Sonic and Amy chapter next month. That was so good last time we did that. Sorry, Eggman, but it's game over for you. Next time, Dangers in the Dark. So yeah, with that, the Restoration is now well aware of Eggman's return. So that's a thing. Starline, I love the kind of nemesis relationship we see Eggman have with Starline on page 21. Talking about all the stuff about, like, I could just carpet bomb him any day, but I have to beat him. I mean, of course, that is going to be his undoing at some point. It is why he loses. If he could just bomb the shit out of wherever the fuck Sonic is at any given time, you know, he could win just like that. But he never does, because that's not the point. So yeah, that's a really, I mean, I'm a fan of that kind of, like, you know, there are arch nemesis, but there's also a bit of, like, rivalry, respect there. I think there's a really fun relationship. Of course, I'm pretty sure Sonic does not feel that way towards Eggman. Sonic doesn't really care how Eggman loses, just that he does. But Eggman has his I don't know, values might be the best word. I don't know. But Eggman is who Eggman is, essentially. Anyway, the fight itself was good. I'm a little disappointed that Metal Sonic just can't talk again. It's just kind of disappointing, I guess. But anyway, it's another, you know, we have Sonic and Silver's team up. They're not a particularly interesting pair, I think, but they get the job done, and Silver's psychic powers are certainly a good help in the fight with Starline and Metal. But yeah, beyond that, really, all there is to, the most important things to talk about are that last scene with Eggman and Starline, and then the final scene with Sonic, Amy, and Silver is giving us stuff to go forward on. But yeah, they have a plan to find Eggman now. I'm curious when we're, like, when this has to be. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. This is definitely leading up to something, you know. I don't know. I never really got far enough into the Archie series to know what they did. Like, if there were ever times where Eggman was gone and then he would, like, come back again, but there would be, like, a little bit of time where there was no Eggman. I don't know. My Archie experience never really got past, like, the late 20s, I think. But yeah, we do know where we're headed now. Some unguarded Eggman base that's somewhere. And then yeah, I really, really love that Eggman and Starline scene. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this week's issue. This month's issue. I really enjoyed it. Next issue I think is set for March 20th. So that'll be another 3 weeks away. But yeah. Till that happens, that's really all I have to say for this month's issue. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter, issue, and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!